In this live call-in show, you will witness the shifting of energies that bring about your transformation beyond your wildest dreams. Feel the answers to your most important questions flow into your heart as it opens to a new world of possibility. Together, Dr. Georgia, coming from the heavenly and angelic realms, and myself, Dr. Sharon, coming in from the deep realms of the earth, create an unstoppable powerhouse of sacred magic that has the power to enliven, activate, shift, transmute, and transform the challenges ever present in your life. You are now entering the hub for love and acceptance. The Sacred Magic Show starts now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sharon, and this is the place for your wildest dreams. This is Sacred Magic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Georgia Herrera, and we welcome you to Sacred Magic.
This is a show where you get two of us. You guys aren't old enough to remember the double mint twins. You get two powerhouses of energy workers, and we will each give you our take on a situation. And when you call in, and we want you to call in, or if you're watching on Facebook, put your comments in the live feed, and then Micah or one of the producers will let us know about it. But the call in is 1-800-930-2819, because we're here to make your dreams happen. And Georgia, tell us about our show today.
Well, when people call in, both of us are going to do a spiritual reading on them, and we're going to bring in the high vibrational energy, and I bring a lot of the sacred mother vibration, and we help anchor it in the body with my chiropractic energy that I can bring people as well.
And then I have Maximum Medicine. I'm a physician, I'm a shaman, I'm an energy healer. And so when we put our mojo together, you guys are going to get a powerhouse. And today, Georgia, what's our topic today?
Connecting in relationships, connecting with your spiritual guides, connecting with yourself, connecting with your community.
And right now, I think in today's day and age, we have so much available to us. We have so many things modernized and lush and luxurious, but we're still hungry. We're still yearning and craving that deep connection. And sometimes it's romantic. Sometimes it's to get more connected to our body. Sometimes it's spiritual. And sometimes what you think you need can be fixed from what we will intuit and help you see. So that's what we're going to do today, is shift and alleviate your cravings, your yearnings. And if you struggle in an arena, we have a fix. Georgia, what else can we do today about connections? What do you feel?
Well, a lot about connection is being comfortable receiving. And when we start working on our own internal love, we open our heart, and then we let in those good feelings we get from connecting with other people. So there's a lot of steps and levels to work on for connection.
And I think that's an important topic. You know, it's such a new age armchair psychology. You know, you can't have love unless you love yourself. And that sounds a little trite at times, but energetically, what George is saying is absolutely true, is that, well, let me tell you how I see it. We are all spaceships orbiting around each other out there in the great cosmos. And we have, do you remember Star Trek? You have a docking station for the little spaceship to come back in and dock and connect. And sometimes we want those energies to come and connect with us, but we don't have the attractor sites. We don't have the docking stations. And that ability to allow something to attract and stick is about receiving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, the other side, Georgia, you've probably seen this in your clients, is the people who open up to too much and they let too much come in and then they're drained. So, oh, hi, Kat, you going to help us heal today?
Yes.
So that receiving is very critical, because if you don't have the docking stations, if you don't have the landing site for those different energies from someone else or something else to come and land and connect to you, if you're not willing to open enough to receive, you can't get what you yearn for.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's very important to learn who we are and where our issues are, because we also put reflections onto other people as well. So people will feel connected to, let's say, Jesus or Mary or God, depending on their own personal relationships inside themselves and the relationships they had growing up, to see so it's important to see what's safe inside of you, and that's what you go towards. And it's important to go there first. Always start with what's easy, and then you grow into other relationships.
So I'll tell a personal story, because I think this will be a good example. I have a lot of warrior energy. I have a lot of male energy in that. I entered 2 fields in graduate degree in physiology and then in medicine, where there weren't a lot of women. In fact, I was a child of the 60s and, women's lib and all that. And that always having to be on top of things, in one woman in the office, one woman in the hospital system, it took masculine energy to do that. And where I yearned for, that I didn't know the name of it at the time, was the feminine side. And so with time and some of the work I did with Georgia is to really bring in that feminine vibration. And I worked long and not hard. It was good. It was consistent and focused, but with Mother Mary, and shifted to bring myself into balance with the feminine. So those kinds of things, you start with what you are and then you grow and you build on it. And Georgia is a master at reading your field and being able to see the steps you need to take. So don't forget that we are a live call-in show, 1-800-930-2819. Or if you're watching live on Facebook, type in the comments and tell us what you need and what we can do. So Georgia, just briefly, because we're going to take a break in another minute or two, how do you see a person's field when you first look? What hits do you get?
Well, I work with the love vibration. So the vibration of love will show me what I need to see, instead of just looking at everyone. So if somebody comes into my chiropractic door, they're there for me to serve them. So immediately I feel their vibrations all around them, what's moving, what's not moving. And I also can calculate it in my brain of where their posture is stuck as well, where they have the emotions stuck in their system. So I can help them unravel that tension in their body and all around them. And when energy is flowing, it's very light, it's very fresh, and it's very bright. And when it's stuck, it's heavy and it's thick and concentrated. And that's what people get focused on, is where it's heavy. And when you open that up, that's when you get insights and clarity.
And I think that's interesting because it is a whole world of energetic vibrations swirling around. So you have the love vibration through the Sacred Mother that allows you to pick up on the important ones for that client.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying that right?
Yes. And the way you do that by feeling people and knowing the stones that they need, you're just magnificent at it. You're incredible at it by matching the stones, the stone colors to the person so they get the medicine that they need.
I think, this is going to sound way out there woo-woo, but the stones tell me which one needs to be there and what they need to say. And in many indigenous cultures, that's not so woo-woo. The stones actually had spirit and intelligence. But anyway, maybe that's another show on stones.
Oh, let's do that one.
Do that one. All right, we're going to take a short break. We're Sacred Magic, and we'll be right back.
All clear.
Are you passionate about impacting social change or working towards anti-racism as a society? Are you willing to deconstruct your innermost thoughts, ideas, and beliefs about racism? Then Inflection Point Podcast, Cultivating Change from the Inside Out, is the show for you. Join Anita Russell, Mavis Bauman, and Gail Hunter in open, honest, and deliberate conversations every first and third Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, only on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Does your life often feel like an emotional tsunami where rogue waves crash down on you, leaving you feeling hopeless and wondering if it will ever end? Do you wish to awaken the dormant strength inside of you? Imagine what it would be like to turn your pain into purpose. Start today by scheduling a complimentary consultation with Martinet. Dive into your healing journey and begin to see your life in a new light. Visit martinetemmons.com and make your appointment today.
Do your ADHD tendencies get in the way of you doing what you intend to? Traditional strategies for getting things done may not work for you. You need solutions tailored for your unique brain. In Bonnie Minku's training membership program, Productivity Pathfinder, learn ADHD self-mastery step-by-step at your own pace in a supportive community with live online options each week. Learn more about Productivity Pathfinder at thrivewithadd.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Courtney Cottrell, host of Unapologetically Favored on Transformation Talk Radio, here to give you some tips on how you can move your life forward if you're feeling stuck by using the GROW model. First, use the letter G to write down the goal that you ultimately want to achieve, whether it's working out 1 hour a day or working towards a promotion at work. Second, using the letter R, think realistically about the roadblock that is currently holding you back from accomplishing your goals. Third, use the letter O. Think about the options or opportunities that will help you in achieving your goal. What can you change in your daily routine that will help you move closer to achieving your goal? Fourth, use the letter W to discover your will and make a true commitment to achieving your goal by writing down a completion date. Once you've reached your goal, celebrate your accomplishment. You are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Never give up and keep being unapologetically you.
Tune in to Maximum Resilience with me, Kelly Bazzani, your ally for addiction, the first Monday of each month at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Join us and engage in this epic journey of how to own your power and change your perception of addiction while we revolutionize the approach that ensures mental health as we address a worldwide epidemic. Take the steps that lead you towards an incredible life of maximum resilience. We do recover. Visit myresiliencecoach.com.
Yeah, it's just long enough for you. Ready to come back? Here we go.
All right, it's sacred magic time. I'm Dr. Sharon here with Dr. Georgia. Georgia, tell people how they can reach you and work with you.
My website at sacredmotherhealing.com. I have my chiropractic information on there, and I have the life coaching, which is very broad. That information is on there. We do lots of things on the phone sessions. So whatever we do here, we can do deeper and further work on an hour phone session.
And that includes energetic. Doesn't have to be practical.
No.
Or worldly. And I'm Dr. Martin. My website is drsharonmartin.com, drsharonmartin.com. Everything you need is there. And so we have two callers, and Meg will get to you in a minute. Anna, hi, and tell us all about you and where you're calling from.
Anna, are you there?
Oh, hi. Sorry. Hi there.
Hi.
I'm calling from Seattle, and I am currently in a transition, and looking to see here if there's any insights. I don't know if that's something you can give me to what to do next. I'm kind of at a standstill.
Transition of what type?
Work, career, job.
I'm feeling into you, so I'm not ignoring you.
Okay. So you want to talk about your job changes? Is that what you're saying?
That is correct. Yeah, I'm actually was let go, laid off, and I was part of.
You've been. Have you been hearing any wise things in your mind lately that don't sound like your normal voice, but very wise?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Have you been hearing any messages inside that feel very wise lately that are coming to you?
No. I could be blocking them too. I just haven't.
There might be something coming to you and you might not recognize it, because I feel like there's this wisdom that's been coming to you. That there's this feeling of you already know. And there's this calmness in your energy fields because you already know the next step, or you already know why this is good for you. That's the feeling I'm getting. And you feel very wise to me. There's just this vibration of wisdom all around you. Sharon, what are you feeling?
Well, when Anna said maybe I'm blocking it, the first thing, Anna, that I heard in your voice was you're a little froggy, a little hoarse, and I felt a fatigue. And yet underneath, as Georgia felt, I did feel an inner strength. But I'm thinking that in order to receive the wisdom that Georgia senses around you, and that I know you're capable of tapping in, that you need some rest. And that includes out of your mind's worry and all the chatter, because I just hear the fatigue in your voice, and that is a challenge to you having your full life force. Mm-hmm. So I'm just feeling and to put aside the worries. And Georgia, how should, again, this is important for you to gather and reconnect, talk about connections to the full power of your life force. Mm-hmm. So Georgia, what do you see for Anna, for her, for restoration?
Oh, Dr. Sharon, you're amazing. That's exactly the vibration I'm holding. So Anna, I've been sitting here holding prayer for you the whole time. And what's coming through is you opening for good things to happen in your life. That's the vibration that we're used to going into worst case scenario, gloom and doom, it's all going to fail. But you're a little smarter than your average chicken, Mama. You're a smart chick. There's no room for you to be hard on yourself or discouraged. There's a lot of possibilities. And for me, you feel like someone that has options. The second you make the decision that you want to do something, it just comes right to you. And I don't know if you know how wise you are and how much power you run, but it's there. And I'm feeling a lot of the, first I felt malachite come through, a lot of the green. That's very strong power, money, green vibration. And now I'm feeling the yellow citrine, where it's very light and fresh and happy. So you get to open and let happy things happen in your life. Oh, I just felt you lift up, Mama. Good job. I felt it. I felt it inside of you. Oh, Sharon, what do you have to add?
I think that there's just that one step in the physical world that you've got to take, Anna, and that is to truly allow yourself to restore, to rest, and release that pain, the fear, when you get let go, that has so many messages of invalidation, of panic, of where's your next paycheck. I really want you to release that, because malachite is a protector and citrine is a way shower with that beam of, it's like holding the lantern up in the cave in order to find the passageway. And I just got goosebumps of holding the lantern up. So whatever you can do to allow yourself to truly rest, mind, body, spirit rest. And the other image that I had, and tell me if this is accurate or not, I saw you with a pen or a drawing instrument. So I didn't know if you were writing, but it was paper and it could be drawing. Is that something that you're called to?
No, I couldn't draw stick figures. Stick figures are about the only thing I can draw. I'm not. I would not.
And how about writing? Even if it's on the computer, the image to me was you with paper.
There's a possibility. I have never dabbled in it, but that certainly is a possibility.
Do you have a unique family history with a story? Where are you? Where's your family? What's your origins?
Well, it's been no more unique than anybody else's. You know, there's nothing that, you know.
So you may not know that, and usually I'm not always 100% right, but explore this if you would after your call here. There is a story to be told from your family lineage, and maybe you get out photos or you talk to your relatives. Either, and I'm getting this sense of as settlers or immigrants are coming into a new place, and that there's a story in there, and maybe there's something there for you to explore and even write up a magazine article, or it might open something up. I just had a strong family lineage feeling for you to explore. And that could also mean, probably does mean, that's part of your spirit guides here right now, are some of your ancestors. So you do have lanterns in the cave. You will find your way. And malachite and citrine were called on today. So get those or borrow them if you don't have the money to buy them yet. Spritz them in some Florida water or warm bowl of warm salt water to clean off the energy of someone else, but borrow them to hold and talk to. Georgia, how do you want to let Anna go today? What's your last words for her?
That you're much more interesting and wiser and fascinating than you think, Anna. And we feel it. I feel it. I feel like we could have a good conversation just getting to know each other. And I think other people will feel that about you as well. And I'm excited to see your journey for opening for joyful things happening in your life. And like Sharon said, there's a lot of ways to get the stones. You can even look at pictures online and think about the energy all around you with the stones.
So, Anna, we wish you all the best. And if you want to call in or text in next month and give us your update, neither of us has fear. I don't feel any fear. I don't feel any uncertainty. This is a lull. This is a dormancy that's necessary for you. Take it, let it restore you, and best wishes to you.
Thank you very much. That's exactly how I feel. I do need the rest. Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Oh,
We're going to take a break, and Meg, don't go away. We'll get to you after the break. We'll be right back.
Okay, all clear, ladies.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack, and I'd love to tell you about the latest technology of the Vollara company. I've been using the Vollara company equipment, the air machines, since 1992, and I have found them to be totally successful in killing mold, mildew, and keeping your house fresh and clean. If you'd like more information on it, you can look at maryjanemack.com or call our office at 888-777-4232.
Tune into the Dr. Diane Show, where we explore revolutionary expansion of mind, body, and soul every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. I bring over 20 years of expertise as a mindset warrior, perspective shifter, and unshakable optimist dedicated to helping you reach your wildest dreams in business, health, performance, and relationships. Join the discussion on the show. Learn more about me, Dr. Diane, and receive a free digital copy of my magazine at naturalnutmeg.com.
There isn't a magic pill to creating your healthy lifestyle, yet it doesn't have to be hard or feel impossible. Health works from the inside out, connecting both your body and your mind. Georgette LePage lives and breathes what she teaches, so allow her to be living proof of what can work for you. Connect with her now for a free 30-minute discovery session to see what results you are looking for and how she can help you get them. Visit GeorgetteLePage.com.
Are you struggling with truly being happy in life? Do you often question who you really are? I'm Tracy Lynn Wallace, a self-love mentor and life coach who can help you identify and access subconscious blocks to move you into a place of freedom, success, and happiness. Visit inspiredwisdomcoaching.com to sign up for my VIP list and get updates on my exclusive workshops so you can awaken your magic within. That's inspiredwisdomcoaching.com.
Tired of not losing the weight? You need a healthy solution for weight loss that protects your muscle mass as the fat burns away naturally. Holistic Medical Center has the healthy option for your weight loss concerns. Lose 1 to 3 pounds per day in 21 days, naturally, under our physician supervision. Call Holistic Medical Center 425-451-0404 or on the web, drdarvish.com, drdarvish.com.
You ladies ready to come back? All right, stand by.
We are back with more mojo. Georgia, just quickly tell everybody your website, how they can work with you.
Absolutely. Find me at sacredmotherhealing.com. From there, you can find my social media, my phone number, and prices and the services I offer.
And I'm drsharonmartin.com, drsharonmartin.com. And you can find how to find me and email me from there. So Meg, are you there? Meg's calling in.
I am. I'm here.
Yay, I'm so glad. Hi, how can we help you?
Hi. I'm calling in because the last few years for me have revealed some really unseen betrayal in my life that has affected the life that I've built over the last 40 years. And I'm walking.
Hey, Meg, I'm going to interrupt you for just a quick second. Are you able to hold your phone still? There's a lot of cracking interrupting you.
I am noticing that too. And
How about this, Meg? Why don't we do one quick favor? Call me right back and I will get you right through and we'll try another line. I think that might be easier for all of us. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Just call me right back. Okay, Meg? Sorry, ladies. Let's go and do that. Is all right, Sharon? And
that's perfect.
All right. Great. I'll let you know when she returns.
800-930-2819.
Thanks. So you guys might have to fill in for a couple minutes while she calls back. That's what I'm saying. Like,
we have to be filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the part that I heard, Georgia, was last few years, there was a path, an ongoing path of something, and I didn't hear any more than that.
This is going to be a big one, Sharon. This is going to be big stuff. She needs big clearing, so I'm looking forward to it, but I've got the big...
You got the big mojo going?
Big mojo's coming back.
All right, Meg, you're back.
I'm back. Is this a clearer line?
Much better. Yes. Thank you.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Could you start it again?
Oh, yes. So I find it humorous. That it was crackly. I over the last few years have become aware of some, I guess it was betrayal. It was betrayal that has been happening over several years in my life, and it's just really changed my lens on life and really put me in a place of wondering how much I was editing myself over these past years. And I'm now finding myself with my feet on the ground in a new way, wondering how to walk forward. I've created this huge life, and I guess I'm in big transition, but I'm finding myself in still some self-doubt and realizing sort of in some, I'm just shaky. And at the same time, I'm in a place where the next generation is coming in my family. I've got one granddaughter who's 8 weeks old, and I have twin grandbabies on the way. I want to just find my heart and my center and my dream and my divine power self. And I'm having a hard time. So.
You have done some work on yourself, so that's good, but I feel all these blocks, and this is Dr. Georgia speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And yes, I've done much work, but I feel like there's just so much unseen that I'm still, I don't know what my next steps are, but I'm ready to just say yes to whatever I need to do.
Absolutely. The thing is, the reason why this hasn't been easy, even though you've tried, because this is stuck deep in your system. I feel it intertwined in your fields and in your body. So that means it's either karmic, past life, passed down in your DNA, that kind of stuff. But it doesn't mean you're stuck with it. It just means it's going to take a little bit more effort. But everything is meant to heal, and everything can heal, and you really can. And this is yours to heal it. That's why you're passionate about it, and good for you. You really care about it, and you're bringing it to the surface. So it's inevitable. It is absolutely inevitable. And the good thing about having a major issue or hang-up is it makes us more dependent on the spiritual insights compared to our own little tiny brains, because we're just so little and what we can think of and conceive. And since you are really determined, and that's the energy it's going to take, you can do this. And you do it by constantly bringing every thought and every feeling forward to a divine being that's wiser than you. Every single thought. It's just like when we do a cleanse, when we get off sugar, we don't let any sugar in our body or gluten or something like that. You need a cleanse with every single thought and every single feeling. Sharon, any recommendations for that, Dr. Martin?
So, Meg, the first thing I felt when I heard you speak, and the word that came into my mind was fractured. Mm-hmm. I saw broken pieces of your center core. And that, don't get scared when I say that. This doesn't mean you're lost or totally falling apart. And let me just, before I go into details, all of these readings are quick. The deeper work we're both able to do. So Georgia, you can find her on sacredmotherhealing.com, and you can find me on drsharonmartin.com. So just know we're available for you to do deeper work. So back to what I sensed is I sensed that fracturing and I sensed those breaks. So your energy field has taken some hits, and I do also see that these go back beyond this lifetime, and that these are imprints for you to finally close these loops off. Mm-hmm. So the other thing that I saw is I saw mistrust energy floating around, and that your center had been rocked. That was the words I scribbled down here. So how do you get that back is what you're asking. And first, Georgia said, always take your thoughts, put them and bow before a being that high vibration being that you believe in. It doesn't have to be in Christianity. It can even be in nature. It can even be the energy of the tree people. But what I also saw is we've got to move the energy from your crown, and you are a big receiver of spiritual downloads, and your heart is wide open. But further down got hit, and there's not good flow. And so how do we fix that? Well, just quickly here today, what we can do quickly. And again, I don't know if how you see dragons. These are not the scary gothic kinds of dragons. I interact with dragons because they have a very powerful energy. The ones I interact with actually come from the core of the earth. And I'm just going to take a minute. So if we'll just take a moment to have a little bit of quiet, and I'll get Georgia to help move the energy as well. So is that okay with you, Meg, if we do just a quick quiet moment? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Georgia. So I'm going to just ask the dragons to come to blow open the debris, the mistrust, the wound, the imprints that really cut you. They cut you very deeply and wounded you, and life force got stuck. So I'm just asking the dragons to come here and blow that current open, blow it open, having all of your essence moving from your crown chakra to the root and out your feet, blowing that open. And I've asked them to continue working beyond this call today. And if you want to spend time with them, They're just really, really beautiful guardians of the earth and eager to link with humans for help. And Georgia, what stones are you seeing? I have two in mind. What do you see?
The pink stones, like the rose quartz, and the other one is it? Can you say the name?
Rhodochrosite.
Yeah, for that self-love is going to really help her, and connecting with pink flowers everywhere she goes to bring this vibration in.
I love the rhodochrosite. I love rose quartz, but rhodochrosite to me has a little bit more substantial. It's a little more grounded of a pinkness. So I love that. But I also saw obsidian, and I would like you to use that. You're going to use the rhodochrosite and the pink quartz and pink flowers for keeping you in the love vibration, for keeping you open-hearted. But then I really want you to see obsidian as your cleanser and your protector. So you can even sit in sacred time and just in meditative time, get a piece of obsidian and make sure that it's cleaned off, put it through a flame, spritz it with holy sacred waters, or put it in Epsom salt water, but then just wiping yourself, thinking as you're doing it, intending for that flow. And the place that you got wounded, and Georgia, you can chime in here, but I really see third and second chakra. And the betrayal, probably also in a romantic sense, in a sexual relationship sense. That's where the clogs are. So anything you can do to intend that to go through, intend that. And the more you hold the love vibration that Georgia talked about, the more that happens naturally. But you can use obsidian to help move it along. Georgia?
And I also would like to add that this has been a pattern to be very careful not to be hard on yourself and think of mistakes that you've done, or why didn't you see this? Why didn't you know this? This is a pattern much bigger than you and this life. So instead, get curious and open your heart to it and let that divine love come in and show you the pattern when it comes up. And it's this feeling of exposing it, so it's no longer the family secret or your internal secret. You want to air it out, and it's going to be fairly easy once you do it. The whole trick is consistency, and it will work. Yeah, you can do it.
And I think that's, you don't be hard on yourself, because when something is a past lives old imprint, you're kind of at its mercy. So you really don't even have awareness sometimes. But that opening up to that and using that, of taking every feeling and every time you feel mistrust or you feel scared, you lay it before the feet of a divine being, and then bring in your rose pink energy, flood your body with it, call on the dragons. So Meg, we gave you a whole bunch of things. Does it make sense to you?
It does, and yeah, it makes so much sense, and it feels just the way you're describing it, sort of beyond just my physical being, and that sense of relief that I don't have to carry it all by myself. I think that's and the word, when you said the word fracture too, that's what I feel like. I feel like I've been fractured and that I'm just scattered everywhere, the parts of me, and to feel that sense that there is so much support for me.
Mhm.
All of the different energies. It feels like
Georgia?
a relief.
Yeah. I have 100% hope in you. Like this will happen and faster than you think. And if you'd like to do deeper work on this, go to my website and we will have so much fun and bring in your divine beings and hold space for you. And that's going to be a lot faster and easier to do it that way. But in the meantime, you can work on this and you can call us back and let us know how it's going.
Okay. And Georgia, what is your website again?
sacredmotherhealing.com.
Okay.
Meg, this is a big journey because you are changing your destiny changing it actually for your descendants. Energetically, you are clearing energetic imprints that are passed on that you don't have to pass them on anymore. So even though children and grandchildren are already born, you can still fix the energetics. And I think this is important, and you've been asked by Spirit to do this important work for yourself, but for your lineage. So we're holding space for you. You're going to do great.
Yes.
Thank you. I feel that. And yes, thank you for everything.
You're very welcome. Keep us posted on next month's show. Let us know how it went.
I will. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy.
So, George, I think there's important topics here. And I'll tell you what I'm seeing so we can summarize today the important ones. And then you tell us what you're feeling. First of all, that you can be energetically fractured and you can still restore completion.
Yes.
And talk about the ultimate of connection. You are reconnecting your energetic pieces. And this is an effect like the shamanic technique of soul retrieval.
Mm-hmm.
And for the listeners, you can do these kinds of bringing your energetic pieces back into whole yourself. Of course, with help, it goes quicker. And for people like Georgia and myself who have good intuition and can sort of see the bugaboos. The other thing is that the work you do affects the future, even after your children and your grandchildren are born. And even if you don't have children, the work you do affects the collective. Mm-hmm. So any healing you do, any reconnection, any fix, because what's happening in the microscopic single person human is of helping and fixing the collective.
That's a powerful and amazing way to work on the world, by cleaning and clearing our connections inside ourselves to open the door for other people. We give our energy away to our ex-boyfriends and girlfriends and old traumas. Parts of us are often lodged in those other people or those experiences. And now in the healing world, we all know to be present, but it's hard to do that when big chunks of us are still stuck in the past. And when we start bringing love and light on that, it's illumined and brought to the surface, and you get you back. So that's rewarding. It's fun.
And I love that when you said love and light, I just saw that lantern in the darkness. There is always a lantern. Spirit always leaves the light on. So that things are fixable, changeable. The other thing is when we are doing all of this inner work, struggling to make it in the day-to-day life, remember you have helpers. You have helpers in the divine realm of the Sacred Mother, of the angelic beings. You have helpers in the magic realm. So dragons are real energies. And they're, yes, are they capable of being lethal and fierce and ferocious? Absolutely. But are they also capable of being our allies? Yes, they are. And the stone people and nature. So all around you, you have helpers. And Georgia, you tap into helpers a lot in your work.
Mm-hmm. All kinds of vibrations. We need different vibrations for different things we're going through. So my main helpers is I work with Jesus and Mary, and they will bring me other helpers when I need specific vibrations for myself, or in prayer, or holding vibrations for the world. And it's endless. And sometimes it's even other humans too.
Yeah, that is that, you know, just as there are people in our paths who wound us, that we open to and they betray us. There are so many people that Spirit puts in our path that give us just a little touch of something. Mm-hmm. And maybe you'll be at a cash register and the woman behind you will be talking about something, and she'll say something that's just the right thing you needed to hear. And those messages come in all the time. And so Georgia and I are always teaching, be aware, listen, watch, because you're getting, I call them the whispers of Spirit. May not be loud enough for you to, you know, notice immediately. So you gotta be aware.
And it can be it can be very simple. You can ask for comfort, and then you look up in the sky and you see a giant heart in the clouds. There's a lot of ways it can come. If you're open and you want to feel it, there is so much love all around you and so much guidance. You'll be very surprised.
So we only have about 2 minutes left. I think this is enough time for me to tell you this story. I just wrote a book. It's called Maximize Your Healing Power. It's going to come out next spring. And I tell the story of in the chapter about helpers. I'm driving home from a workshop, and we had been working on the 4 different archetypes in the Peruvian shamanic tradition. And one of them is eagle. Well, for me, I do have eagles lately around here in Pennsylvania, but I was very connected to hawks. And I'm driving down a back road on my way home, and bam, something hits my windshield. And I see it tumble off to the side. I pull over and I know that a hawk has just hit the windshield. And I am so devastated and I'm so upset. And there's a little bit of blood on the windshield. And I back the car up. I look high and low, and I could not find this wounded bird. And I'm crying because nothing is worse than hurting an animal that is my helper. So I couldn't find it. I said a prayer. Maybe it was just dazed, a little bit of feathers on my windshield. And I got back in the car, and I'm driving down the highway, and literally within the next 3 miles was a multi-car crash with some fatalities. And it had just happened. So I opened my awareness. I believe hawk slowed me down on purpose. So there are things that happen that are valuable. So open your eyes, open your ears. Anyway, George, any last words?
I love today's show. I'm so proud of the ladies that called in, and I can feel everyone listening, and I can feel your hearts opening, and that just warms my heart. I'm very excited about the movement today in today's show. Thank you.